I'm talking about my guitar. Now the old guitar, it's got a tune. It's got a tone like howling at the moon. When you play that guitar, well, the music comes from near and far. Howdy, folks. Peter Rowan here. Welcome to my little series, my songs and my guitars. Every song has an inspiration from many parts of life, but especially from a musical instrument that may have had the tone and the magic. Now, every guitar has a tone, and the tones are like the stones, the building blocks of music. They put the notes and the tones come through. And I'm going to sing a few songs for you. On this guitar, this Marin 1937-ish, 0021, Indian rosewood back and sides. My oh my, it's a pretty sound. And it has inspired me for many songs, and I'd like to play you a few of those songs now. And I were living in Cambridge, Massachusetts. About 1968 and 69. We had a little band called Earth Opera. We hung out with all the jazz cats in town because, well, they had the good weed. Good friend of ours played bass, and the Earth Opera was a guitar, mandocello, and acoustic bass for a while. Then around 69, 70, David moved to California with my two brothers, Chris and Lauren. But I still had the connection with the jazz bass player. The next thing I knew, I'd gotten something from him called Panama Red. I ended up singing on the streets of Cambridge, Massachusetts. I was in between gigs. I liked the freedom. So I wrote this song. Panama Red, Panama Red, he'll steal your woman, then he'll rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red, on his white horse Mescalito he come breezing through town. I bet your woman's up in bed with old Panama Red. Yeah. The judge don't know when Red's in town, he keeps well hidden underground. Everybody's falling out and acting crazy and hanging around. My woman said, hey Pedro, you're acting crazy like a clown. Nobody feels like working. Panama Red is back in town. Panama Red, Panama Red, he'll steal your woman, then he'll rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red, on his white horse Mescalito he come breezing to town. I bet your woman's up in bed with old Panama Red, yeah. don't tell them what train I'm on, so they won't know which way I've gone. Take it, boy. When I die, don't you bury me at all. Pickle my bones in alcohol. By my head place a snow white dove. Tell the world I died for love. Freight train, going so fast. Freight train, going so fast. Please don't tell them what train I'm on, so they won't know which way I've gone. The judge don't know when Red's in town. They keeps well hidden underground. Everybody's acting lazy, falling out and hanging around. My woman said, hey Pedro, you acting crazy like a clown. Nobody feels like working. Panama Red is back in town. Oh, Panama Red, Panama Red. He'll steal your woman, then he'll rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red. On his white horse, Mescalito, he come breezing through town. I bet your woman's up in bed with old Panama Red. When I was a bluegrass boy, working for Bill Monroe, the father of bluegrass, we used to play the Grand Ole Opry every Saturday night. And there'd be Roy Acuff, Minnie Pearl, howdy. Well, I remember the night that we jumped in the bus after our last show, sponsored by Red Man Chewing Tobacco, the big Indian chief on the packet. We drove all night in that bluegrass breakdown, and we were heading up north to Bean Blossom, Indiana, home of the Brown County Jamboree. And I remember the next morning, the old bluegrass breakdown lived up to its name. We were stranded on the highway in Kentucky near a place called Horse Caves. I'd been driving the bus and I was kind of glad the whole thing decided to just give up on it for a little while. And I was standing outside overlooking the sunrise coming up through the canyons of Horse Caves, Kentucky. And Bill Monroe comes off the bus and he kind of glides up to me. His feet don't really touch the ground. And he comes up and he's hovering like a hummingbird. And he says to me, Pete Rones, you listen to this and don't you ever forget it. And he sang this melody in the opening line. And well, I just thought I had been given the greatest gift. I worked on the songs all night, all the next day, and brought the words back to Bill, and we started performing the song right away. This is The Walls of Time. The wind is blowing across the mountain and down over the valley way. sing the angels for my darling, and take her to that home on high. I'll wait my time out here on earth, love, and come to you when I die. Our names are carved up on the tombstone. I promised you before you died. Our love will bloom forever, darling, when we rest side by side. Lord, send the angels for my darling, and take her to that home on high. I'll wait my time out here on earth, love, and come to you when I die. I hear a voice out in the darkness. Well, it moans and whispers through the pine. I know it's my sweetheart calling. I hear her through the walls of time. Lord, send the angels for my darling, and take her to that home on high. I'll wait my time out here on earth, love, and come to you when I And this particular guitar I'm playing here is an old Martin 0021 from 1937, and it's it's almost reaching its 100th year. And these wonderful old instruments have music in them from days gone by and days to come. This particular instrument has been special to me in that it was the first instrument that I began to play after I left Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys, and was in a band with David Grisman called Earth Opera. And when Earth Opera finished its run, I didn't know what to do next, and I thought maybe head back to Nashville. It had only been a few years, and really 3 years, and I found this guitar down in Rhode Island and bought it from a man named Shelley Tolan and traded a bunch of instruments with him. And I wanted to leave town with just one instrument that could mean something to me in songwriting. And this one, because it's a smaller body instrument with a spruce top and rosewood back and sides, was very embraceable. This next song takes place in that journey from Nashville to California on the way to join C-Train, traveling with Leslie through Louisiana. And Jerry Garcia recorded this one later on. And it's called Mississippi Moon. ever live in. Snow country, where the wind comes calling through the pines, where snowflakes fall like feathered down, steal away your sense of time, steal away your mind. I loved a girl with eyes so warm, with jet black raven hair, in a cabin made of logs and clay. We kept the fire burning there. Oh, the fire burning there. Take me back to the arms of my snow country girl. The wind is calling through the pines, where snowflakes fall like feathered down. My snow country girl was so kind when I was young and snow blind. Early one morning I heard the wild crows call, when the days were growing warm. I returned to the cabin with some firewood, but my darling girl was gone. Oh, the one I loved was gone. I heard a voice say, forget me not, for the lifetime of love we have given. I must fly where the wild crows cry, somewhere between earth and heaven. It's a long road between earth and heaven. Take me back to the arms of my snow country girl. The wind is calling through the pines, where snowflakes fall like feathered down. Steal away your sense of time, steal away your mind. My snow country girl was so kind as I was young and snow